Welcome to yet another brand new podcast brought to you by no one else but Mr. McDougall. There's just my voice, and there might be a really cool and thoughtful picture, and you'll see no video. Why? Well, all my faithful listeners know it by now, because this is underground, baby. So today, what was really on my mind was negative things. Not negativity, but have you ever noticed how difficult it can be to think about positive things, especially about yourself? I think it's one of the key reasons why people might not be as successful in life as they ought to be. For instance, let's say you really want to work anywhere, but you will always come up with reasons why you're not good enough, or when someone asks you why you are actually the better choice, or why you are better at what you do, why are you a better singer, or why are you a better technician. It's so easy to find fault within ourselves rather than to look at the good things that we actually have. So, why do we do that? Why do we always tend to look at the bad things in life? For instance, I can easily say, I'm not rich. I don't have a long ass beard. I don't have long hair. I wish my skin had a different color. I wish I was wearing better shoes. I'm not having the latest style. I don't have a really big house. I don't have a fancy car. But the thing is, why do we keep doing that? Why do we always look at the things that we don't have? Why are we so negative? And I don't think there's an easy answer for that. I believe it's human nature. We always want to strive for the things we don't have, and we always look at those things that we actually don't have. We can never be happy with what we have, and I believe that if we are happy with what we have, shouldn't we be happier? And yet, we are not. For instance, you might say that you're not happy because you're not married, you don't have any kids. Yet, at the same time, you're actually a very lucky person because you might have some really good parents. You might have some really great friends. And aren't those worth more than anything else in the world? It should be, right? And yet, people don't do that. They always tend to look at the bad side of things. Especially, an example, where I live, yeah, the weather can be bad, can be cold, it can rain, but it's up to you. You decide what your perspective really is on the rain. You can think to yourself, man, rain just fucking sucks ass, man. It makes me all wet. Sure, that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is, hey, I am getting all wet, but each step I take will take me closer to my warm and cozy home, where I can take off my clothes and put on some warm ones or take a nice hot shower. Isn't that a better way to look at life, to be more positive and be more grateful about the things you do have? Sure, you might not be a millionaire, but you do have a house, you have a roof over your head. Lots of people don't. They're out there in the cold, playing the violin or the guitars, like street musicians. They're trying to earn a little bit of money for God knows who, perhaps to feed their kids or feed their dog or to just get by, to get some shelter. You don't know. So I guess today's podcast is a little shorter than usual, but the message that I do want to pass on is that we should all try to look at the bright side of life. And I believe it's one of the hardest things that anyone can do. Isn't it ironic? Because it's so easy to do bad things, but to do good things, that actually takes a lot of inner strength. It's so easy to be the bad guy, but it takes a lot to be the good guy, to make the good choices. And in the end, I believe that the good people in this world are actually carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, most of all, while evil people just don't give a shit and do whatever they want. Although that can be another topic for another time. So I guess this will conclude today's podcast. Try to look at the bright side of life. Life doesn't suck 100%. You're still here for a reason. I hope today's podcast has given us all a deeper level of thinking and some understanding. I'm out.